mathematicians. Today we're going to be learning about fractions, more specifically about dividing with fractions and mixed numbers using keep, change, flip to help us divide. To get us started, we have 5 over 9 divided by 6. Before we even do anything, we have to make sure that both these numbers are written in fraction form. 5 over 9 is already in fraction form because we have a numerator and denominator, but 6 is not. So we have to rewrite this so that we have 5 over 9 divided by 6 over 1. Okay? 6 over 1 is the same thing as 6, however, this time it is in fraction form. Then we're going to use keep, change, flip to help us divide. So by keep, we're going to take this fraction and keep it just the way it is and rewrite it. Then for change, we're going to take this division symbol and change it to multiplication. Then we're going to take 6 over 1 and flip it. So essentially we're finding the reciprocal of 6 over 1 because we're flipping the numerator and the denominator. After we do keep, change, flip, we could go ahead and multiply these two fractions normally. So we multiply our numerators. 5 times 1 is equal to 5, and 9 times 6 is equal to 54. So 5 over 9 divided by 6 is equal to 5 over 54. Here we have another example. We have 9 divided by 2/3. Now 2/3 is in fraction form, but 9 is not. So we have to rewrite this so that both our numbers are written in fraction form. So instead of writing 9, we write 9 over 1 divided by 2/3. And that's because 9 over 1 is equivalent to 9, but it's written in fraction form. Then we do keep, change, flip to help us divide. So for keep, we're going to go ahead and keep 9 over 1 just the way it is. We're going to change the division operation to multiplication, and then we're going to flip this fraction, which essentially means we're finding the reciprocal of 2/3, which is 3 over 2. And then we're going to go ahead and multiply normally. So numerator times numerator, 9 times 3 is equal to 27. And then denominator times denominator, 1 times 2 is equal to 2. Notice here that we have an improper fraction. So we have to go ahead and take this improper fraction and write it as a mixed number. So 27 over 2 is equivalent to 13 and 1 over 2. So that means that 9 divided by 2/3 is equivalent to 13 and a half. So here we have another example. We have 5 over 7 divided by 3/4. Here, both our numbers are in fraction form because they both have a numerator and denominator. So we could go ahead and just do keep, change, flip. So we're going to take the first fraction and we are going to keep it just the way it is. So we're going to rewrite 5 over 7. Then we're going to take the division symbol and change it to multiplication. So we're going to change the operation. And then we're going to take 3/4 and flip it. So essentially we're going to find the reciprocal of 3/4, which is 4 over 3. So after we do keep, change, flip, we're going to go ahead and multiply these two fractions. So numerator times numerator, 5 times 4 is equal to 20. And then denominator times denominator, 7 times 3 is equal to 21. So 5 over 7 divided by 3/4 is equal to 20 over 21. Here we have our final example, which is 5 1/4 divided by 1 2/3. Now notice here that we have two mixed numbers, so we have to take our mixed numbers and write them in fraction form, meaning we don't want the whole number, we just want a numerator and denominator, so we're going to take these two and write them as improper fractions. So 5 times 4 is equal to 20, plus 1 is equal to 21. So our first fraction is 21 over 4, divided by, here we have 1 2/3, so 1 times 3 is 3, plus 2 is 5. That's how we get our numerator, out of 3. So now that we've taken our mixed numbers, and now that we've written them as improper fractions, we could go ahead and do keep, change, flip. We can't do that with the mixed numbers because of the whole numbers in our mixed numbers. So make sure they are always in fraction form. So for keep, we're going to go ahead and take 21 over 4 and keep it just the way it is. So we'll rewrite 21 over 4. We're going to take the division symbol and change it to multiplication. And then we're going to take our last fraction, which is 5 over 3, and flip it. So essentially, we're finding the reciprocal of 5/3, which is 3 over 5. Now that we have both of our fractions down here, after doing keep, change, flip, and we have multiplication, we could go ahead and multiply normally. So numerator times numerator, 21 times 3 is equal to 63. And then denominator times denominator, 4 times 5 is equal to 20. And we have an improper fraction here, so we're going to take it and write it as a mixed number. So 63 over 20 is equal to 3 and 3 over 20. So 5 1/4 divided by 1 2/3 is equal to 3 and 3 over 20. And that's it for dividing with fractions and mixed numbers using keep, change, flip.